Hi folks, hope you're okay today. We've just been looking at this book, and we've been looking at the resurrection in Judaism, and now we're going to close with an understanding of what this all means for us. And we're reading Ladd. He says, our survey of Judaism literature of the New Testament times reveals several facts. First, there was no uniformity in the eschatological beliefs. The Sadducees, represented by Ecclesiasticus, had no place for resurrection. The fifth book of Enoch conceives of a resurrection of the spirit rather than of the body. The Qumranians seem little interested in the question. Resurrection is most prominent in the apocalyptic literature and in the later Talmudic writings, and since we believe that the New Testament writings stand in the tradition of the Jewish apocalyptic, this fact is important for our purpose. Second, the predominant eschatology of the apocalyptic Talmudic writing is the resurrection of the body. Sometimes this is described in gross physical terms, sometimes in terms of some sort of transformation of the body. Third, the survey is of no help in providing background belief in Jesus' resurrection. The Jewish hope is an altogether eschatological hope, the resurrection of the righteous at the last day. Jesus' resurrection is an event which occurred in history, not at the end of history. There are, however, some striking analogies between certain ideas of the resurrection body and the New Testament portrayal of Jesus' resurrection body. The question will be discussed later. I don't know, I tend to disagree a little bit with Ladd. I think the weight of evidence shows that there was a general belief. There might have been different nuances by most of the Jewish understanding that there was some kind of physical resurrection. That's what I would say. Excuse me. Those are my thoughts. I don't know what you think, but it's very good to see what kind of literature the Jewish people were reading prior to Jesus' life. Requires a lot more study. I think if Ladd is correct, it shows the uniqueness of Christianity. If I'm correct, it shows the historical context of Christianity in a better light. But even if Ladd is right, I suppose it shows that Christianity did have a historical context of Judaism, and there were different types of Judaistic understanding of the past. But the question is that down to what scholars are telling us, or is that what the facts are? I mean, this is not an extensive study of the resurrection in ancient times. There's the extension of Isaiah, there's many other texts that we could look at. So I would be provisional in my conclusions there. The point is that there is a variety of literature in New Testament times and prior to the New Testament concerning the resurrection, and it's important, if one is going to write or be a scholar in this area or lecture or defend the faith in this area, you need to have read those sources and come to your own conclusion. For those who are not a believer, the value of this shows us, I suppose in a way, it shows the historical context of Jesus and the uniqueness. The uniqueness in that he had his own understanding of what resurrection is in terms of the kingdom, but also there was some kind of belief by most, I think, Jews, myself, that had an understanding of physical resurrection. That's by computing Qumran and any other group that don't believe that Jesus rose from the dead at that time, the Sadducees.